What's going on, guys? It's Flux here, and today is Friday, and guess what? Thanksgiving break is coming up. For all you guys who don't know, if you're not in the U.S. or, whatever's going on. Basically, in the U.S. we have Thanksgiving break to celebrate Thanksgiving, which is a holiday for celebrating when the Pilgrims found America. But if you are in America, you might have break also, but I have this entire week off, this next week, and today, which is Friday, off. So I can do this stuff, so this is pretty awesome. I have been planning on building these awesome dueling coasters back here for a while now, and I'm finally ready to do it. Let's just do a little overview this week so far. Let me explain to you what's been going on. There was an episode on Wednesday, and that was because Black Ops 2 came out basically that day, and I was, or Tuesday anyway, and I was playing it all day. But before that, on Monday and on Wednesday actually, and Thursday, all I was doing was trying to make dueling coasters, and I'll tell you, it is not easy. My goal was to just make the most synchronized roller coasters ever, and that's not going to happen. So, I've kind of learned some stuff, kind of learned how this works, and the best ways to keep the coasters synced and stuff, but I'm by no means an expert at this at all. So, I'm just going to kind of wing it. I'm going to try and make a 4-way dueling roller coaster is my plan. Maybe a bit ambitious, maybe a bit of a big build. Well, I guess we're just gonna see how this goes. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work out the way I want it to. I may have to do a bit of testing at the beginning to make sure it works. You'll probably see that a bit in the time lapse, but essentially I'm just gonna time lapse this whole thing. I may stop if I do actually get a coaster that works before I do the scenery, so I can explain what I did. But that's basically the plan. So I'll just see you guys after the time lapse. And we're back, guys. I thought I'd stop here and show you guys this this progress you finally made on this this little section here. I'll just test it real quick. You will not believe how hard it is to sync roller coasters. Even after those few days of practice and everything, I still haven't found a way that's perfect. Obviously, I have this little track running back, not permanent, just to practice and to make sure that this all works. So you can see here I have it all set as it would be if it was a sync station. Then I hit play, and they all leave the station at the same time. And basically the goal was to give the same amount of the same length of non-boosted track versus like boosted track with the rails. So you can see it's perfectly even here, and they hit this side over here. But because of the fact that these cars had that this car is a slight bit of speed, and this car is a slight bit of disadvantage from this this dropped piece right here, it gets a bit uneven. But I don't really mind it, only because check this out, they like loop around each other in the corkscrews, which I think is totally badass. So they're dueling. They're supposed to be dueling. They don't have to be perfectly in sync on the launch. So I'm actually not too worried about that. And I'm thinking that it may actually, looks like it gets more and more synced as you go around more and more. I don't know. I'd have this on sync stations crap to make it work. But I thought I would just show you guys that. I'm gonna get back to work here, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. What's going on, guys? We're back, and finally, oh my god, I finally finished this roller coaster. You guys have no idea how much of a pain in the ass it is to make these things sync up. But as you can see, I've got some I got this pretty cool little entry thing right here, as well as I've got, you know, multiple double what do you call them, Cobra rolls over here. So I kind of tried to keep the at least two lanes together all at once, while there's 4 total. But unfortunately, because I had to make these 2 turns right here, there's literally no possible way to make them all perfectly sync up. Like, it's always random on how it will work. And it looks like one of these is broken down or something. Oh yeah, I think it is. Son of a... I hate that. This is the one thing that I cannot stand. Some of the stupid paths break down, and then, or the stupid rides break down, and then you gotta like deal with doing this just to. It's such a pain. I wanted to show you guys the. Oh, can I seriously not? Oh, game's paused. JK. Okay, that there. Let's see. I think that I might have to connect the mechanic over here too. Let me see. Proceed that radio call, bitch. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good. I was hoping that he would, because sometimes you have to connect, if you have 2 different stations, like Punish actually recommended me do, then you have to connect like both of these and have him in the area so you can get to both of them, because it's going to have to. But apparently this is fine here. It fixes this one. So anyway, yep, that's that. We've just kind of built this area. I'm hoping I can show you. There we go. It's fixed. Now I can demolish that and get rid of this. And I can, of course... Oh, they're all testing. Good. Okay. Let me just shift backspace. Okay, so you can see I tried my best to make them sync up. You'll see that they all hit this little like stopper right here, and it slows them down and should fix everything up again. There's the single one going. So obviously they kind of catch up for each other around this turn, but it's not perfect by any means at all. You'll see it's not very... It's close, but it's not that close. So I kind of like... I don't mind it because it's actually random every time, like which one's in front. So it's kind of like an actual race. So I kind of like that. And, you know, obviously you can see they're pretty close. Actually, this is a really good route for the first time in a while that I've actually seen it go right. So I had to adjust for this, or take into consideration that this one would come in first. And unfortunately, it looks like that didn't happen this time. But usually this one comes in second. So I have to change that around, but it looks like it should catch up in the double helix, as you can see here. This one, on the other hand, is a bit more weird because there's like this super inner turn right here. So this one usually catches up within the next few turns, although it looks like this time it's a bit behind because it takes a few times for them to sync up better. And then after like 3 or 4 runs of regular running, then they will be more synced up and at least be close, but then there'll always be random which one's in front, which one's in the back. So that's kind of cool, I guess, that it's like a random ride every time. You can see it fits in the park very nicely. So we're going to move on to the scenery portion, my favorite part. I've definitely left off lots of spots where I could, you know, add some scenery to add to the look of the overall ride. So this is going to take a long time, but I'll see you guys in just a minute. And we're back, guys, after that very long and tedious time lapse. Oh my god, I've spent so long on this roller coaster, and I'm so happy to finally finish it. And I'm gonna say I'm pretty proud of it. It's called Double Vision. I decided on that name about halfway through building the coaster, but I decided to make it kind of gold and cool looking. Have not opened it yet. That's what I've been waiting to do now. Now that you guys are finally here and we can open it together, let's just pause it so we can get all the tracks good. I do have them synced already, synchronized with Side Station, but I thought might as well do it like this. So let me just I'm gonna put the I'll put the ratings in the description below if you want to see that. I always put actually all the stuff, the ratings. I put a list of like the links to important parts of the video and all that stuff. I always do that in the description, so if you do need to see something, make sure to do that. Or if you're just kind of skimming the video, that's a good place to go, because you can always just click on the little links that I'll put in the bottom where you can go to parts of the video when I start and stop time lapses. That way you can kind of skim efficiently, I suppose is the best way to say that. But anyway, here we go. I'm not going to actually ride it because there's too many cars, but I will do a full video on it eventually because I'm pretty proud of this roller coaster. The very first dueling coaster I've ever done, and it's 4 dueling coasters, so this was not easy. As you can see, they don't line up perfectly, but they are, I didn't really mean for them to be event for them. It's actually kind of random anyway, but it's more of like a chasing coaster, you know, they chase each other around the track, I guess. It's kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, it's always random. The excitement rating is just below the intensity rating. Again, you'll see, I think it's like excitement 8, intensity like 8 or 9, so something like that. The nausea is low, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with these. I love these dueling cobra rolls. Those are some of the coolest parts, I think, of the track. I went with kind of a more open theme this time, along with pine needle tree stuff. I don't know, pine trees, just to change up the mood of the park a bit. And you can just see how big these 4 coasters are. Really, they're gigantic. Let's see how many people are riding these rides. I was hoping that it'd be even throughout. It looks like they're all going to the first 2, of course. Oh, and these benches are broken too. I didn't notice that. There you go. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh my god, I'm actually pretty proud of this one for the first time. Usually I don't know. Usually I don't take on these big challenges. This is definitely a new challenge for me. My first dueling coaster, and timing it. If you've never done this before, I do challenge you to try it because it is not easy. To timing these things correctly, even just this little part right here, it took me forever to figure out. And keeping the roller coaster looking kind of neat and nice is also kind of difficult. I would recommend either doing 2 or 4, because 3 seems kind of like a weird number to use. I've tried it before. I've tried all of them, trust me. I was working on this like all week, switching on and off, so I got a good design I liked, and then I decided to use it for this one. Anything else? Oh, right, I did improve the park rating. Again, it's not perfect, like I said, but I did make it better. Whoa, lag. By putting this into, what do you call it here? You can actually see it in action, the Flux Speedway. You can see that I put a little block break up here. That way I could have faster ride swapping time, because the park rating was being decreased greatly by the fact that there was waiting times. So fix that. I think this is still a bit of a problem, but it's not gigantic. I love how these guys just like sit in the rapids. Anything else? Let's see. I think that about does it. I'm pretty happy with this. I love how the lake limbs, and it's all gold, and I like how they do. Sometimes it's kind of weird. Sometimes they'll get way behind like this one, but other times they'll be pretty close. So again, it's all random. You can see the station's pretty damn big. Actually, I kind of like how they all kind of go around that. But let's see how we at 970, and wow, looks like this middle one filled up the fastest because it's got the best rating, I think. So this is nice. This will kind of distribute the waiting times. Oh right, let's also do this. This will kind of distribute the waiting times around to each line. That way, it's not just like everybody waiting in one line and complaining and whining and bitching, because they always do. It's so long like that. I don't feel like figuring out how to put this in the bottom. I don't even care if it misses some of them. It's not a big deal to me. I don't have to deal with it, I guess. So I'm not going to go ahead and... I'm just ready to take a break, I suppose you could say. That was lots of building time. I'm actually going to go play some Black Ops 2 because I just got that game recently. So that's nice. Just kind of relax a little bit. Unwind from this long build. Yeah. Let me just quickly finish doing this before we end the episode. Because actually TVs is a big part of the park rating. People will complain if the wait's too long, and this definitely helps. At least I'm almost on. Oh yeah, right. I talked about this earlier, but Punish recommended that I make 2 different stations. So I made a exit station on this side and an entry station on this side. So it's kind of more organized now. At the same time, it also has 2 big stations. I kind of like how they all kind of go in between like that. That's cool. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another episode of Roller Coaster 2 Building the MegaPark. Be sure to go check out the co-op build also that Documdar just posted his, and I put it in the playlist also. And his first episode was a bit short. He didn't mean to do that, but he didn't know he could make longer episodes, so he stuck with that for now. But they should be longer in the future, but we're going to kind of go for like about hour-long episodes. As opposed to this, which is mostly time lapses. That's all pretty much live, besides my first episode. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.